Hello everyone, I'm Beatlesgeek, and today I'm gonna be showing you. Fuck is this? Today we're gonna be in the kitchen with Beatlesgeek. Honestly, I was gonna make lunch. I'm like, you know, what if I made this into a video? Because I haven't recorded a video in a while. So here we are. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a fez, don't ask. I don't know either. So today I was gonna make a healthy lunch. So I'm going to be teaching you guys today how you make meth. First thing you're going to want to need to make your meth, you're going to want 4 beaten eggs. That's how you make meth. I don't know if it can see this or not, but hopefully it can. And you're also going to need 1 tablespoon of butter to make your meth. Preferably the brand Country Cock. What you're going to need is you're going to need 1/4 Shit, what does the laptop say? You're gonna need 1/4 cup of chopped onion. As you can see, I have my onion here. I also have a guide pulled up on another tab on how to chop onions. Can't take myself seriously. You're also gonna need 1/4 cup of chopped tomatoes. As you can see, I have a fresh tomato here. It's not really in the shape of an ordinary tomato, but you know, it'll have to do. I just kind of found it in the fridge. And you're also going to need salt and pepper, like these kind, except I'm running out of pepper to taste. So, this is what you're going to do. You're going to want to have measuring cups to measure all your shit out. Like, look at all this. And then, what you're also going to want to need is a bowl to mix your eggs in, which I have here. And also a cutting board, preferably so you don't cut the table or whatever you're using, I don't know. And to beat the eggs, normally you would use your fist. I would use my fist because I'm in the drug trade, obviously. But instead, we're going to be using this, a more simplified approach, you know. I call this the aerodynamic mace. That's what I call it. You're also going to need some knives. Now, I've got a selection here. This knife I have is it's ceramic, and then I have this ever so slightly larger knife from that. It is a murder classic. So first thing you're going to want to do in the kitchen with Beatlesgeek when you're making your meth is you want to get your eggs ready. So I'm going to move these out of the bowl. I'll just use them to hold them so they wouldn't roll around, you know, escape like my questioning victims. We're going to want to have 4 beaten eggs. So first you're going to want to gently crack them on the... Fuck. Shit. That's scared the shit out of me. I was just about to say, you're going to want to gently crack them. And this shit, it's just literally just boom. Okay, I'm sorry. That caught me by surprise. My hands feel disgusting. I literally hate it when my hands feel disgusting. Like literally, I can't even touch a bug because it's so disgusting. If you're ever in like a Skype call or like a Discord channel with me and you ever hear me like touch a bug or see a bug, I literally scream. But I also make meth, which is what I'm showing you how to make now. So you're gonna want to use 4 cracked eggs. Oh yeah, before you do this, I forgot to mention, make sure your hands are rinsed. Like, listen. You never know what's on your hands. It could have previously been up a cow's anus. A quick little rinse will do, you know, it's fine, don't even worry about it. Then you want to beat them. So I am just gonna beat them with my aerodynamic mace and stir this shit like I've never stirred a bitch before. This honestly looks really unhealthy. And it probably is if you haven't cooked it yet, so that's why I would definitely recommend cooking your eggs before you eat them. Now, granted, I know people who eat raw eggs and they end up living for a long time, but there are also a lot of side effects to this. I don't advise you to do any of this stuff at home. Cooking is dangerous, kids. There is a phone interrupting my oh-so-professional cooking show. Alright, so back onto our show. Sorry for that short interruption. We got an anonymous call because this recipe is supposed to be with feta. That's also what you need to make meth. Instead, to get an array of cheeses and taste and see which one tastes the most like feta, put that in afterwards. It was an anonymous call just basically recommending that. They obviously knew I was cooking and I was like, oh shit, okay. After you beat the information out of your eggs, they're like, oh hey, that's pretty good. And you're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks like we have a guest on our show today. I'd like to introduce y'all to the wonderful, my wonderful cooking assistant. But yeah. So Cookie will be aiding us in the kitchen today. So, she's gonna be helping us make meth, isn't that right? That face is a sign of yes. Peel off the sticker on your onion, and you're gonna wanna wash this shit off, you know? Wash off all the evidence, you know? So once that's all washed off and your hands are clearly wet and you're all wet, oh yeah, baby. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna chop this shit up. And you're gonna be wondering, hey, how fine does it have to be? Well, shit. It has to be extremely fine. Fuck. It has to be extremely fine. There we go. See, that knife won't even cut. The ceramic one that looks like nothing is literally the sharpest thing ever. And you're just gonna wanna keep cutting up your victim. They won't scream. It's fine, because they're already dead, bro. Just make sure before you cut up your victims that they are completely dead. You gotta ask them a few questions like, hey, you want to go out for dinner? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And as long as they do that, then you should be pretty good. With this, you're gonna, cooking with your victims, you gotta make, you don't wanna, can't be afraid to get dirty, you know what I mean? So, you're also gonna want 1/4 cup of chopped onion. Now, as you can see on, well, you can't see it, but on the other tab, I have a tutorial on how to cut up onions, how to chop onions, how to chop your victims. Peel off papery layers, remove and discard the skin. Alright, that sounds good. Jeez, this is really graphic, but it's fine, bro. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're brutal in these parts, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to make the meth, you know? I'm doing pretty good. This is what I do in my free time, literally all the time. I cook all the time. It is literally my favorite thing to do. See, also what helps is if you sing songs, then it really gets you into the mood, you know? Like, you don't even realize that you're just cutting up innocent people's bodies. You're literally just, it's like chopping onions, you know? And that's how you want to do this shit. And honestly, when people say onions make you cry, it's like, no they don't. If anything, chopping up people's bodies will make you cry, but not onions. Onions are great. Onions are literally like my best friends. Because I don't have any friends, but you know, that's fine. All the leftover stuff I'm going to put in a plastic bag. Plastic bags are not there. Melt butter in a skillet over medium heat. Alright, so. Butter's already melted, fuck that. Saute onions until translucent, pour in eggs. How to saute onions. Peter Pan. This shit. Alright, we good. I'm gonna take the small aerodynamic mallet, as you can see right here, the small one. This recipe that I'm making now for meth is taking a lot longer than it said online, but it's fine, don't worry about it. So, as you could probably see what I just did, I just put in my onions. So, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna bring this camera over just for a second so you can see what it looks like. It looks like that. You're probably gonna see my back in a lot of this, but this is gonna be filming towards the pan. I should probably get my small little thing and move these around. This, ow, fuck, is called sautéing. Sauté, it's French for boiling your enemies. That's what it's French for. One word. Boiling your enemies, sauté. That's what it is. Because the French needed simple words to, like simple one-word things to describe what they were going to do to the English. And saute was easy for Boil Alive. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna end up, oh fuck, ah, my hand. That's right where I injured myself. I'm probably just gonna keep stirring these until they're burned. That's probably what's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna end up like just burning everything. It's all gonna taste like just pure ass, but you know, that's fine. Like, you thought I lost my virginity? I never lose, huh? Get wrecked. Can you see the camera here? Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, I have 2 tripods. You should literally see how ghetto that camera that I'm pointing at now looks. Like, hold on, look at this shit. Hold on. I literally have my iPhone just taped on there. It is literally the saddest thing. I'm gonna take this handful of eggs, as you can see, and pour this right in here. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this here for now. Start this back up again. Pour in eggs, stirring occasionally to scramble. When eggs appear almost done, stir in chopped tomatoes and cheese, seasoned with salt and pepper. Alright, the secret to meth, it's all crazy. Oh shit, I probably should have stirred this. Alright, so as you can see, this is very, very quickly turning into meth. You can obviously tell this is meth. It looks like great meth, just great meth. It smells great. It looks absolutely just fabulous. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever even looked. I just looked at this recipe like 5 minutes before recording, and I was just hoping I was doing it right this entire time. This actually looks pretty freaking decent. I don't know why I made this video. Like, honestly, I'm desperate for content. All right, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna cook lunch, so why not just record me right now? And I was like, hey, why don't I do cooking in the kitchen with Beatles, so if anything goes wrong, at least I was filming. Like, bro, the kitchen exploded. Did you get that on film? Yeah, bro. So, yeah, that happened. I was originally also planning on adding in an update, but I'm like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna add it. I'm currently making like a super long CSGO video, and because like for 3 years special and all that stuff. I could also do this as like an addition to the 3 year special. And I was also thinking of starting up my Beatlesgeek vlogs channel, like actually like officially starting it up pretty soon. And yeah, so I probably was going to do like a speed art of the banner and all that. I'm going to add the tomatoes. Look at that shit. Feels great. I'm literally about to sneeze right now. Don't sneeze on your mouth, by the way. It ruins the flavor. Oh fuck. That was like a half sneeze, half not. That was so weird. That felt so weird. Look at your fresh meth. Just look at that. Just completely just fresh meth. Literally, that is top tier meth. It looks kind of burned. It probably is. I always burn my eggs, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, here, look at this shit. Ready? Look at that. Doesn't that look wonderful? I don't cook very much, so that's pretty good on my end. Like, I literally just saw that. I'm like, oh, fuck it, let's do it. And then I had to improvise a lot, but that looks really fucking good. This is my lunch, by the way, so Beatlesgeek tried to cook when he's home alone. Gently scrape it off here. This is my lunch. It looks like shit. Ow, it's hot. That's good. I'm gonna taste it on camera for you guys. I'm going to be testing this food. I mean this meth. Just to see. I don't even know what the hell kind of video this was, but welcome to Cooking with Chef Beatles. I will try more recipes if you want, more advanced ones. Honestly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but let's try. It's alright. Just go on allrecipes.com, and then there's the one that's the feta eggs or something. That's what I attempted to make. It probably didn't turn out as good, as you can probably tell behind me. But yeah, so this is, if you're ever looking to make the best meth, this is where you can get it. They have a bunch of other meth recipes on here. I'm not sponsored or anything, I just got bored and I'm like, you know, fuck it, I'll just make it. That was In the Kitchen with Beatlesgeek. Tune in next time for another shit episode where I make cancer. So yeah, come back next time. That was an onion. It's still an onion. Okay. And I can't make my way over here.